Hey, what's up, guys? Starrykosmik here with those fake nerds. What's up, Brian?
Not too much. How are you doing? We have some big news. I'm sure as a Nintendo fan, you're very excited for this episode.
Yeah, I, I have a lot of. Sorry, I am really excited, but I'm in con crunch, so I'm kind of like
Right.
dying inside.
Well, explain what is Con Crunch to the viewers.
Con crunch is if you're a cosplayer, it's the few weeks before the con where basically you have to rush to get all your little details in your costumes and like not even just the details, like some people it's like half their costume because they didn't plan well and now they have to get it done by the deadline.
Are you talking about yourself on that one?
I'm talking about a lot of people. Cosplayers are the biggest procrastinators in the world.
Oh man. Well, good luck to everyone crunching for their cons. We hope that this video is something you put on in the background as you frantically sew and cut and do whatever you need to do to get ready.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Nintendo Direct, Maggie. It's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't even know it was happening, and then
Yeah.
it happened. It was big.
Yeah. I think they announced it like the day before.
Yeah, that's crazy. That Nintendo is just like, whatever. We'll just announce the continuation of one of our biggest franchises. We'll just like drop that. Not a big deal. It's not E3. We don't care.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were expecting it. I forget what they were expecting to announce, but they were expecting to announce something, the Pokemon thing, because they keep saying, "Oh, we're gonna bring a Pokemon game to Switch,"
Yeah,
but they haven't
they
done it
do
yet.
keep
So a lot of
saying
people were
that.
expecting that, and we didn't get that. We got something that a lot of people were more, I think, even more excited
Yeah,
for.
I think you're right. I think people are so pumped for this from what I've seen online.
Definitely, definitely. For those of you who don't know, they announced the latest Smash game with basically announcing that the Inklings are the first confirmed characters. Technically, Link and Mario are confirmed, but obviously they would not make a Smash game without Link and Mario. So it's a short trailer. Oh, there are a bunch of. Hold on, let me relook at this trailer because they have a bunch of. I think it's like the typical, like this. The Splatoon kids are basically chasing each other around with guns, and all of a sudden there's this giant flaming Smash symbol, and you can see like the shadow of some characters. It's the typical, basically some of the typical shadows. Like I think you can see Bowser's shadow.
Yeah.
Then there's a close up on Link's shadow and a close up on Mario's shadow.
Donkey Kong,
So-
he's there.
Yeah, Donkey Kong, he's definitely in there.
I saw someone clipped that
I
and
think
like
Samus is in
put
there.
it as Jimmy Neutron. His hair.
Oh my god. Like Samus is in there. Like the people, I think I see Zelda. So basically like the people that you come to expect are definitely confirmed. Because there's basically like you have your lineup that is always going to be in every Smash game that basically never changes. You have your newer lineup which may or may not be in a Smash game. Like, for example, Roy, he's been in multiple Smash games, but he hasn't been in all Smash games.
Right.
And then you have, like, the new ones who are probably going to become permanent parts of the lineup. And then you have the outliners who may just be for that game.
Right.
So it's kind of like you have all these different subgroups of what to expect. And some of them are, like, more... You can expect more than others, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. They usually like throw one Pokemon in there. They throw Pikachu most of the time in there, and then they throw like Mewtwo, or I think it was it Lucario one year?
Well, yeah, Mewtwo and Pikachu are always in them.
Okay.
Charizard is has become a veteran because originally it was the Pokemon trainer, and then they were just like, forget the Pokemon trainer, we're just gonna make it Charizard. Like just Charizard.
I kind of like the idea of Red just like kicking ass with his fists.
I actually liked the Pokemon trainer, like being able to switch, but maybe they were like, okay, it's technically 3 different characters.
Right.
That was something that they moved away from, I think, in Smash 4 because for example, Sheik and Zelda are now two separate characters.
Mm.
So it's something that they've kind of been like, all right, maybe we shouldn't make multiple characters one character. It's confusing and doesn't work out very well. Um, Unless it's like Pikmin, where it's like it's one
Yeah,
character,
where
but
they're
you can't
1 inch
change.
tall, so
Yeah, well, that and it's like one body, like you
yeah.
can't accidentally turn into Zelda by hitting the wrong button
Mhm.
when you don't want to. But yeah, so that. Um, so what do you think? Who do you think is not going to come back for this game?
Um, was Snake in the last game?
No.
Yeah, well, definitely not him then.
I
I
mean,
didn't play the Wii U version. The last one I played was the Wii version.
yeah, I played the Wii U version was also on 3DS.
Mm-hmm.
So I did play it, but yeah, Snake was not, he did not come for a comeback. He's like one of those outlier characters where it's like, it doesn't really make sense that they're there, but
No,
then they
he's
show
not even
up and
like
you're
a
just
primary
like,
Nintendo character.
he's not a Nintendo character at all. I don't think they even have. That's the really weird thing about Smash is that pretty much anyone could wind up in a Smash game.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not about who, like, it's mostly Nintendo characters because that's what they have the license to.
Yeah.
But if they can get a license to a character, they're probably going to go to it. I know Bayonetta was a shocker. I mean, it's less shocking now where the Bayonetta games have come to the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
But that one was a huge surprise for a lot of people in the last game. Let's see. I know, like, Pac-Man, he's not a Nintendo character, I don't think. But he was in the lineup. Mega Man was in the lineup last time. There were a lot of Cloud from Final Fantasy was in the lineup. And I mean, they definitely have the ability to add a lot more characters. I think the most shocking or surprising to everyone in the last Smash game is that we got the Wii Fit trainer.
Oh, that was
She
real?
was awesome. Yeah, that was real. You didn't know that?
I thought it was a joke.
No,
I
it
thought
was
someone
real.
like made like a fake thing about the Wii Fit trainer being one of the characters.
No, she's an actual character you can play, and she's
That's
actually
hilarious.
really good.
That's hilarious.
So good.
We gotta do a stream of this last Smash Bros. Then, because that's really funny.
Well, it's sort of like I know another one that surprised people was the villager from Animal Crossing. Like the character you play in that game, he
Right.
was a character last game. So
Jeez.
I mean, those are two characters I'm looking forward to. And actually, I don't know if you remember this meme, but my favorite part about the villager is that the villager kind of has this dead stare where he's always like smiling no matter what he's doing. And it's like the same facial expression.
Right.
So he'll like be beating the crap out of someone and like smiling, and it's the creepiest and most
It's like
fun
a
thing
Raggedy
in the world.
Ann, like
Literally.
like just kill like to trying to play into our other topic. It's like Annabelle,
Right.
just blank
So
face.
I know. I think it was announced. Was it announced in this one? Yeah, Crash Bandicoot. Because Crash Bandicoot was announced as coming to the Switch, they're actually a lot of people are thinking that he's going to be part of the Smash lineup or hoping.
I'm into it.
Yeah, I
love
think that'd
Crash.
be really cool. But what other character? Like you could pick any character from any video game series. Who would you put in a Smash game? And it doesn't matter the rating of the game because you got to remember that.
Any
Metal Gear.
character.
Yeah,
Ever?
any character. Yeah, any. It could be any
I would
game
pick
ever.
the Big Daddy.
Ooh,
That'd be
that'd
dope.
be a good one.
Yeah, I think he's in PlayStation All Stars, which if you don't know, that was the PlayStation just completely ripping off Super Smash Bros. I heard it was a decent game. I never played it, but they just made their own fighting game with all their characters.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to see Big Daddy in Super Smash Bros.
I felt kind of bad for that game because I think like Mega Man was in that game too, and it was like, oh, you just kind of wanted to like pat him on the head, like you tried.
Yeah,
Like,
they put like everyone in that game.
Yeah, they tried really hard, but I think it just like I know it was a little bit. I know some people who had the game, but I feel like there was just no way it was ever going to be as big as Smash. So I don't think we're ever
No, we're not
gonna
getting
see another
PlayStation
one.
All Stars too. They had like Sly Cooper in there, like everybody. But then you had like Kratos, who makes more sense for like a fighting game.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's like half the fun of like Smash is that it's so ridiculous.
Hmm.
Like because you have these characters who definitely would not normally even be in a setting that they would fight, and they're just like, we're gonna go fight now.
Right.
Bye.
Have you ever seen the original trailer for the N64 version of Smash Bros?
No, I
It's
haven't.
like a bunch of people dressed up like the characters, like in giant mascot uniforms, and they're all like frolicking through like a meadow, and then like something happens, and basically all just start brawling. It's
Oh
so
yeah,
funny.
I remember that. Oh my gosh.
I'll see if I can drop it in on the screen while we're talking about it.
So I think if I had to pick one character, I would pick Shantae
Okay.
from do you know who she is?
No.
She's from this like side scroller game, and she's basically this genie with magical hair.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to explain, but she is technically, I think she's technically, no, she's not a Nintendo property, but she has had games on Nintendo consoles,
Mm-hmm.
and she's just a really cool character. And she has like all these magical powers, and she does fighting, so it would make sense for her to be in sort of a side scroller versus battle game, I think. Um, Either her or Tiki from Fire Emblem, which I think would be interesting because most of the Fire Emblem characters play pretty much the same,
Mm-hmm.
which is why, like, I know the biggest complaint last game was there were way too many, and it wasn't because there were too many Fire Emblem characters, because they can put a ton in. It was because they literally all had the same abilities. Because
Right.
you had Ike, you had Marth, you had Roy,
Mm-hmm.
you had Lucina, and they all played the same. Like, if you've played Marth, you've played any of those three characters.
Right.
Or any of those four characters.
They're all sword boys.
Yeah, and I think that was something that I kind of hope is different in this game, is that they have like more variety of play styles.
Right.
Because I know that there was a lot of characters where they had issues where it was like, okay, this character is just this other character reskinned. Like they literally had Pit and then they had Dark Pit.
Right.
So, I know another popular pick that people want in the game is some of the Breath of the Wild characters. Like one of the most popular ones I saw was I think it's pronounced Sidon.
Okay.
Prince Sidon from Breath of the Wild. He's the fish that everyone wants to sleep with.
Hey, there's a movie for you guys.
Like the creator Guillermo.
Yep.
He reblogged parody art of Link and Sidon mimicking a scene from from Shape of Water.
I don't know if you listened to the podcast, but Dylan was like, yeah, he called it Grinding Nemo.
It's true.
Cracks
It's
me
true.
up. And yeah, we'll be watching that soon enough and finally give you my opinion on it.
Please do, because the visuals in that movie are just so beautiful,
Right.
especially considering like the sets are kind of very basic,
Mhm.
but just how they're presented visually and the colors, and it's nice. It's good. It's good. It's a good movie.
Gotcha.
But
Moving back to the direct.
right. So with Sidon, or I think in his case he'd be more like Chrom for Fire Emblem, where there was basically they had the main character from Fire Emblem Awakening whose name is Robin,
Mhm.
and then Chrom was like part of their special ability, which was something they also added last game. I don't know. Basically, there's like a smash symbol that's all rainbow colored, and if you hit it enough, you get to use like a super special ability. So Chrom was part of that, and he'd like show up and help you beat up your enemies and stuff
That's
like
cool.
that. Yeah. So I think if he was going to appear in the game, he'd probably appear as a special ability, like Link calls one of his friends or something like that. That way they could get like more characters in.
Right.
I know that was also kind of a complaint though on Chrom's part, because a lot of people were hoping Chrom would be in the game because he's such a popular character. But yeah,
Oh, they should put Batman in it.
Batman.
Who wouldn't be excited for Batman in it?
That's true.
He's
They
just
could-
like scowling and like taking it too seriously the whole time.
I wonder if they could get away with that though, because I feel like Batman qualifies more like a comic book character, and I think they have like DC versus games, so they might not.
definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they do try to lean towards things that they have plans to market on their consoles or things like that, which would make sense. I think there's like a Metal Gear game on Nintendo. I don't remember.
Well,
I'm sure
yeah,
there is
definitely
at
older
least.
ones for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's probably why they chose Snake, even though like the newer games are a lot more brutal.
And Kojima
But
was like pretty cool guy,
he is,
so he was
he
probably like,
still is
yeah.
a super cool guy.
That's what I said. I
Okay,
said
he's
he.
not dead.
I said
No,
he
you said
is.
he was.
Well, I didn't mean to. Maybe we'll get Daryl Dixon with the baby attached to him in Super Smash Bros.
That'd be really funny.
Bonus
So
unlockable character.
so yeah, did you want to talk about the rest of the direct?
Hell yeah!
Or
So I have some notes. I took notes for this. You can't see it, but I'm showing the camera my notes.
I lost my notes.
So WarioWare, awesome 3DS. That'll be cool. Detective Pikachu, also seems like an interesting game, if nothing else, for the 3DS.
Danny DeVito.
With Danny DeVito. You did it, Internet. You fucking did it.
Wait, is it actually with Danny DeVito or is that just an internet joke?
No, I mean, whoever's voicing it has a pretty gruff voice, but I don't think it is Danny DeVito.
Yeah, it could have been Danny DeVito, I think.
It should have been. Then a remaster of Luigi's Mansion. That caught my eye. A very popular game. Then going to the Switch, Okami, the game that like no one has played, but everyone who has played says it's amazing. So hopefully now that it's on literally every console that's ever been made, people will actually play it.
Well, I feel like a lot of people play it, but it's like it's just a very long game, so no one's really finished
Right.
it.
I mean, people must at least be buying it if they keep releasing it. You know?
Oh no, it's definitely like it's a super popular game.
Right.
Like super popular. Like it's not even like niche popular like Persona. It's very, very popular. And it's basically been in more demand because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't have a console. I don't, have the ability to do the thing I want to do." So, and I think it'll definitely be a good fit for the Switch where it needs the screen for you to like draw on and stuff.
Yeah, I always thought like when it came out on the Wii, the original, I was like, oh shit, this is like the best thing because you can use the Wiimote to do the art. But now the Switch makes the most sense.
Yeah, and it's just a really pretty like game in general, and it's really it's really simple, and I think it's kind of low poly, but the art style, it's just so stylized, and there's a lot of like cute stories, and it's a lot of fun characters. So
yeah, you gotta
we should
remember
play that
when.
sometime.
Yes, I would love to. You gotta remember when you're playing it, guys. This is a PS2 game, so like if it looks a little like dated, it's because it came out in like 2007.
Yeah, and they have remastered it, I think, a few times. Like this, yeah, this is the HD remaster that's coming to the Switch. So,
and then I think I heard this right. A new No More Heroes. So you got Travis Touchdown back in our lives.
Yeah, so that was announced at I think that was announced at E3.
Oh, okay,
but
I missed it then. My apologies.
me and X, this is a game that actually we met and bonded over when we first like met each other. Like this literally is responsible for me and X dating. But like this is such a niche game and it's so good and I'm really excited. This is like a prequel to the second one, I think. I'm really excited and I'm ready. I'm ready.
So you heard it here first. If you play this game, you will date people. 100%.
Yeah, just start drawing it on a table and someone will recognize it eventually.
Eventually. All right, so then Dark Souls coming to the Switch, which was very interesting because...
I thought it was already on the Switch.
No, it's not out yet.
Oh, okay. I know that they announced that one already.
Right. Mario Tennis, a new Mario Tennis.
People are going to lose their shit over that one.
People love Mario Tennis. I want Mario Strikers, personally. Let's bring it home, guys. Come on. What are we doing here? Stop fooling around with the Smash Bros. Get some Mario Strikers up in here. Little Nightmares being ported over. South Park, The Fractured But Whole being ported over.
Oh boy.
Hyrule Warriors being ported over. And then a new single-player addition to Splatoon.
Yeah, basically, usually, in the first one, you play as a squidling, and the octolings are the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
So in this one, it's going to be a paid DLC where you can play as an octoling.
Get their perspective.
Yeah. And also something that's worth mentioning is, I know a lot of people were excited about the Captain Toad treasure tracker game because apparently, I don't know, Toad. And then also Undertale. They mentioned it before that it might come to Switch. It was kind of teased, but now it's like officially announced.
It's happening,
so
guys.
it will eventually get on the Switch.
I really need to finish that game.
You started it?
Yeah, I'm not that far into it though.
Oh.
I beat the first maybe boss, like maybe just a little past the tutorial. I don't remember.
Did you kill her?
I don't remember. It's been like a year. I'm very busy. So maybe I haven't beat the boss. Maybe I just beat the tutorial.
Maybe we should.
I like the music. It's very interesting.
We should. But you know, like the whole concept of that game, like, right?
Not really. I don't know much past the tutorial, and I didn't look at it on because when it was really popular, I was like, oh, this looks like a game I want to play, so I don't want to get spoiled. So I like blocked the tags on Tumblr because people were like reblogging the shit out of it. So I don't know anything about it.
Brian, we gotta play that game.
Okay, we'll play.
You can't just play it by yourself. You have to like record it.
No, I'd be super down. And then we can play Emily is Away too, because Jenny will not play Emily is Away 2 with me because she fucking hated Emily is Away 1.
I'll play I haven't played the second one. I've played the first one, but I haven't played the second one.
Okay. We can do that as a Let's Play.
Oh, and Octopath is finally coming out too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt
you.
I just totally cut you off. Octopath, so
I certainly
basically
don't know about it.
It's an RPG game that got a lot of attention because of its demo, where you could play, like, you have all these characters and you can play through their story, and I think all their stories connect. And it got a lot of attention, and I think it's been over a year, because I think that was one of the games where it was like the demo came out with the Switch or something like that. Okay. I know it came out really early in the Switch's release. So they've been giving us updates, and that game is finally releasing in July. So I'm excited for that. I didn't really play the guy's path, but there's this girl, I think her name was Rose. I don't remember for sure because it's been a little bit. But she was really fun to play with, and I really liked her story.
Awesome. So you're pumped for this new one.
Yeah.
Or not this new one, this actual release of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're going to go to our next topic. So Maggie and I are both big fans, half ironically, but half we actually do enjoy Ghost Adventures. And
it's the best thing on TV.
The main guy made a movie. He bought a apparently extremely haunted house, and he did a whole movie about an investigation of it, and kind of it looks like the history behind it. And we are definitely gonna go see it, or definitely. At least rent it when it comes on digital.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to see this movie for so many reasons, especially since as far as I know, this is the only footage of the house that there is and now ever will be, because basically after he bought the house and finished his movie, he decided, wow, this house is way too fucking dangerous, and literally had it destroyed. Like, it's demolished now.
Should have made it a museum, like in Las Vegas. Zach, you gotta think of your bottom line here.
Apparently the place he picked is haunted. Like, they found like, it was basically like a drug den before, kind of, and there was like satanic ritual spray painted like on the ceiling and stuff, and the floor and stuff. So they're like, oh, this is perfect. But yeah, it was probably the location that made him decide that the other place was no good, because it looks like it's in the middle of nowhere, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know he was releasing a movie, though. I knew that he had bought and like demolished the house because he wanted to like help the family get out of it, and he's like, I'll contain it, and then he
Mm.
was like, nope, we can't purify this house. Like they tried to exorcise it and it just didn't work.
Mm.
um Trying to think what else.
So loud.
Super loud.
See my face doing it?
Is that
It's like, what the
that
fuck?
telling us how the movie's gonna go down? Like, is that a comment on the movie?
Maybe.
Oh my god. But what was I gonna say? Oh, this kind of explains Zach's recent fashion change. If you've noticed, lately he's been walking around looking like a mixture of Snoop Dogg and some really weird hipster. Like
Mm.
his fashion was literally used to be a tight t-shirt and black pants.
Yeah.
That was all he wore every episode.
Right.
And now he's got like a beanie and glasses and
So you think
like,
a hipster ghost has possessed Zach?
yes.
He's
now
no longer the ghost bro.
basically he's like adopted a new version of Ghost Bro.
Mm.
Like where he's like he used to be like fight me ghost, and now he's like I don't know, he's like more mysterious.
Right.
Almost like what is going on.
I'll be honest, Zach. The reason I watched your show in the first place was because I'm like, this guy's gonna try to fight a ghost. So maybe you should go back for it. I don't know.
Well, to be fair, he's also not like traveling anymore.
Mm.
Like he literally like, all right, I'm gonna make my own like super haunted place by filling it with all this haunted shit,
Right.
and then yeah, I'm just gonna stay here and make videos about the artifacts because that's what he does now instead of doing ghost adventures. Unfortunately,
Probably cut down a lot on production costs.
that's
Don't have to
true.
travel.
Although I think I told you about this, he got Annabelle, like them to bring Annabelle out
You
there,
did tell
and
me.
Annabelle's never been
On display.
filmed or anything. Well, she's been on display, but she's never been like filmed. She's never been like investigated before. This was like the first major investigation, and he kind of fucked it up.
It's very funny. Like Annabelle is like, so if you've seen the movie, she's like a really 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 creepy wooden doll, and then you're like, oh shit, Annabelle, that's so creepy. And then you're like, she's a Raggedy Ann doll.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like she's definitely not as scary, but Zach did like the only thing Zach had to agree to get her out there was that he had to agree that he wouldn't touch her, and he did.
Immediately, probably.
Oh, pretty much.
Probably
I
the
think they were
first
only,
thing
like,
he
a couple
did.
hours. It was pretty close. Like everyone kept being like, "Don't touch it, don't touch it." And I don't know if you've ever seen that video of the cat who like pretends to be asleep and like eats the chicken.
Yes.
That's what Zach did. He like fell on the floor and then he like grabbed her leg real quick and pulled away. And I'm like,
Zach.
and then he almost got killed by lightning.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with Annabelle. Just don't fuck with haunted dolls.
Yeah, and he has a lot of like other haunted dolls and stuff in there too. But I think it was like a week later he was out and a lightning bolt hit the electricity pole, like the light pole right next to his car.
Jesus. This is a good time to announce sometime this summer we'll be going on a haunted road trip. So
Yes.
watch for
Sometime.
videos on that.
Yeah, like we should do like a whole vlog series
Oh,
where
we
we
will.
just like
It's not we
Like a
should.
whole-
It's happening. It's in the works. I've already talked to Alex about it. We're good.
it's okay. Alex will make it happen.
Oh,
Alex
yes.
makes everything happen.
Yeah, you get Alex involved in anything and it's gonna happen. Oh man. Alright, so we've talked about Nintendo, we've talked about ghosts. Is there anything else you want to add to this episode?
I not right now. Other than if you're interested in watching me work on cosplay or watching one of us live stream like video games and let's plays, make sure you hit that little bell button to know when these episodes come out and to let you know when we go live and all that fun stuff. Make sure you like this video and leave a comment below telling us which Smash character you want to see
Yep.
show up in Smash and why, and who knows, maybe they'll put Zach Baggins in the game.
Yeah, who would win in a fight? The villager from Animal Crossing or Big Daddy? Let us know.
Zach Baggins.
Zach. Comes out of nowhere. That's Zach Fagan's music. Oh, man.
A new challenger has appeared.
Exactly. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. We're out.